Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We're going to do Act 4, Scene 2 and Act 4, Scene 3 today. So, when we last left off, Friar and Juliet came up with a plan to kind of have her take a potion so that she will appear that she is dead. And then she'll wake up in a few days and Romeo and Friar will be there, and then she will leave with Romeo. So this is taking place now on Tuesday afternoon. Remember, the play started on Sunday. Okay, Sunday morning, Monday morning. We are only at Tuesday afternoon. I know, kind of extreme. And so as you read through Act 4, you're going to just see kind of that they are prepping. Okay, and whenever we see the serving men, what purpose do they serve? So think about that for a moment. They're always going to serve the whole point to add humor. Okay, so he's saying, basically, I'll find a cook that will lick his own fingers. And the reason being is, you know, if he can't lick his own fingers when he's cooking, it means he's not a good cook. Kind of gross, but okay. Don't lick your fingers, especially now. Okay. And so they said basically that she's going to come back from Friar Lawrence, and she's coming back, and she looks all happy, merry look. And so he says, oh, where have you been? And so she says, I have learned to repent my sin, and I've been disobedient, okay? And I'm so sorry. And she says, to beg your pardon, I beseech you, I will ever be ruled by you. A little ironic. Remember, we talked about dramatic irony before. So this is definitely dramatic irony because we know that she doesn't mean this at all. Okay. Well, now he's so excited about this. And he says, well, go get Paris and tell him I'll have this knot knit up by tomorrow. So remember, we said wedding on Thursday. Well, now it's going to be a wed on Wednesday. Remember that whole big plan we talked about? Look, let's go back a couple pages. There was all these details in this plan, right? And everything. And the first thing was that she's supposed to get married, you know, on Wednesday. Or, I'm sorry, on Thursday, but Wednesday, she's supposed to lie alone. So now, on step 2, we've already messed up step 2 of the plan. So she says, oh, well, I already talked to, you know, him at Friar Lawrence's cell and told him, you know, that I'll marry him. And so he says, oh, I'm so happy. This is great. And so she apparently was on her knees, like, begging forgiveness. And he says, tell him I will fetch the county and we will get married. And the whole city is bound to Friar Lawrence because he did such a good job in getting Juliet to, like, forgive her parents. And so then she says, nurse, will you go with me? I need some clothing for tomorrow. And so she says, no, it's not till Thursday. There's time. And he says, no, we're going to go tomorrow. We're going to get married on Wednesday. So the Lady Capulet says, we'll be short. We have to hurry. And so he stays up, basically. And he says, I'm not going to go to bed tonight. Leave me alone. I'll play the housewife. I'll get the party ready. Okay. And he says, oh, my heart is wondrous light. He's so happy. The same wayward girl is so reclaimed. Okay. So happy. My daughter has found herself. Great. Okay, and that's the end of scene 2. You're going to notice these scenes go a lot quicker. Okay, scene 3. Here comes Juliet. She says, all right, leave me tonight. Remember, that was part of the plan. Okay, I have many things to do. Okay, and, you know, she's got, you know, you know, I've got to kind of make amends with everything. So the mom comes in and says, do you need my help? And she goes, no, you know, please leave me alone. I'm going to let the nurse sit with you. Okay. And so she says, good night. Okay. And go get the rest that you need. And they both leave. Now Juliet's by herself. She's going to talk to herself. What do we call that? Soliloquy. Good job. Okay. And so then she says, farewell. Now remember all of the things before she said she was prepared to do. Now these are going to be all the fears that are going to run through her head. She says, God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins. And she goes, I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse, what should she do here? Is my dismal scene. Must act alone. So she talks to the vial. Okay. And she says, what if this mixture doesn't work? That's her first fear. Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? And then she takes out her knife. I don't know why they let these people have knives. Like, seriously. Romeo has got that knife. Juliet has that knife. I wouldn't be letting these kids have knives. They're suicidal half the time. So she puts her dagger down. She goes, okay, if it doesn't work, this shall forbid it. Okay, and she speaks to the knife and she says, lie there. And then she says her second fear is, what if it's a poison in which the friar has made to make me die because he'll be dishonored because he married me and Romeo. So maybe he's trying to kill me and just get me out of the picture. Okay. And then she goes, no, I don't think so, because he's a holy man. And she goes, but what if I lay in the tomb and I wake before Romeo comes? Okay. Will I suffocate in the vault? That's her next fear. To whose foul mouth no wholesome air breathes in, and die there strangled before my Romeo comes. Or if I live, it is not very like the horrible conceit of death and night. Okay, and so then she says, or what if my buried ancestors, if I'm in this vault where my buried ancestors are packed, and Tybalt's lying there, and he's festering, so he's like decomposing, okay? And the spirits come out, okay? And they shriek like mandrakes torn out of the earth. And then what if I wake and I'm distraught with all these hideous fears? So here's where like the spirits are attacking, okay? I would say that's 4 here. And if I wake, I'm invited with these hideous fears and madly play my forefathers' joints and pluck mangled Tybalt from his shroud. Okay? And then they bash out my desperate brains. What if these spirits come and attack me while I'm sleeping? Okay. And then he goes, oh, she says, I think I see my cousin's ghost seeking out Romeo that did spit his body upon his rapier point. Stay, Tybalt, stay. Romeo, Romeo. Here's drink, I drink to thee. And so she drinks and she falls upon her bed within the curtains. That's it. Act 4, Scene 3. Over. Done. Dunsky. One of your questions is just tell me what one of her fears were. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okie dokie, guys. Hope you're doing well. Message me on Etsy if you need anything. Okay. Catch you later.